First of all, remember less than 30 days ago, I put out a special report on the Vietnam Bank changing their exchange rate? Well, a few of you were upset because the rate went the wrong way in regards to our investment. I explained that anytime the bank of a country changes the exchange rate, it's big news, especially to large investors on the Forex market. If you exchange currency on the market, then you know that traders receive news updates all day, every day. That's if they sign up for it. And some of these news items can make a big change in the market, but not all of them. Well, this article just came out, and now we understand why the small rate exchange that the Vietnam Bank implemented was so important. They were caught devaluing their currency back in 2019, and they may be still doing it in 2020. This means that when they sell items on the international market, they do better in the transaction because their currency has been devalued. Hint, hint, hint. Hi, I'm Sandy Ingram, a retired expat traveling the world, now in Puerto Escondido, Mexico, via Acapulco, Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, and Mismaloya, Mexico, registered with the IRS since 1999. Welcome to the Education Matrix channel, where we discuss foreign currency exchange rates for Vietnam, Iraq, and Malaysia. In today's video, we're going to take a look at expats in Iraq. I know. I didn't realize Iraq had expats. So let's get started. How silly of me to not realize that people from other countries live and work in Iraq. I've even reported on it on this channel. But I never thought about people being there as expats. But let's take a look. Expats living in Iraq tend to be working either on a lucrative short-term expat contract in the oil and natural gas industries or as an NGO employee. Now, foreigners need to secure employment before relocating to Iraq. That is the recommendation. You will find expats relocating to the Iraqi capital of Baghdad on the banks of the Tigris River. Now, I found that there are expats from Australia, Brazil, Canada, and other countries living in Iraq. And the message board is just like any other expat message board. Some people complaining, others trying to be positive. One complaint I did notice was the guy was complaining that the neighbors didn't want him to live with his girlfriend because they weren't married or aren't married. The link is in the description. Now, this next article is fairly serious situation. Iran has cut off the water, and Iraq's parliament on Sunday called on the government to take urgent measures following Iran's decision to cut off the waters from the two rivers that flow into the country from Iran. Now, this article, more than any other article that I have reported in the last 6 months, hits the nail on the head. This article says that people of Iraq are in disagreement with the government of Iraq over its connection to the United States. It goes on to say that Baghdad sees its connection to the U.S. as relevant, at least in public. Militants within Iraq and Iran militants see it differently and have made their position clear by bombing buildings associated with the United States and the UK, and killing or assassinating protest leaders and consultants who have taken the side of Baghdad. For many Iraqis, the U.S. being in their country is a bad thing and goes against everything they believe in. It's a country torn between Iran, their religion, themselves, and the United States. Now, let's look at this realistically. Both the U.S. and Iran are fighting for the affections of Iraq. So far, the U.S. has went along with the program. Okay, so the U.S. and the rest of the world owes Iraq a fair chance at democracy. I believe this 100%. However, if you're trying to help someone who keeps going back to their ex-lover, what do you eventually do?